One explosion, infinite consequences. The story of Chernobyl. The name itself evokes a sense of dread and a reminder of the fragility of human endeavors. It is a story that has been told and retold, yet its lessons remain as pertinent today as they were over 3 decades ago. In the early hours of April 26, 1986, the Chernobyl Nuclear Power Plant in Pripyat, Ukraine, experienced a catastrophic event that would forever alter the course of history. The night was supposed to be routine, a simple safety test to ensure the plant's systems were functioning correctly, but what transpired was anything but routine. Reactor Num 4, during this routine safety test, suffered a massive explosion, releasing a lethal cloud of radioactive particles into the atmosphere. The explosion was so powerful that it blew the roof off the reactor building, sending a plume of radioactive smoke high into the sky. This cloud of death spread across Europe, contaminating everything in its path. The immediate impact was devastating. The explosion was heard miles away, and the fire that followed raged for days, spewing more radioactive material into the environment. Firefighters, unaware of the true nature of the disaster, rushed to the scene, only to be exposed to deadly levels of radiation. The explosion killed 2 plant workers instantly and exposed many others to lethal doses of radiation. These brave souls, the first responders, paid the ultimate price. Their sacrifice, though largely unrecognized at the time, was the first of many in the days and weeks that followed. The reactor core ruptured, spewing radioactive material across the surrounding area. The invisible enemy radiation began its silent assault on the environment and the people living in the vicinity. The air, the water, the soil all became carriers of this deadly poison. Pripyat, once a thriving city, became a ghost town overnight as residents were evacuated. The evacuation was swift but chaotic. Families were told to leave their homes, taking only what they could carry. They were assured it was temporary, but for many, it was a farewell to their homes forever. The aftermath was equally grim. The once bustling streets of Pripyat were now eerily silent. Schools, shops and homes stood abandoned, frozen in time. The Ferris wheel in the amusement park, which was set to open just days after the disaster, never saw a single rider. The nearby town of Chernobyl, once home to plant workers and their families, now stands abandoned. The exclusion zone, a 30-kilometer radius around the plant, remains off-limits due to high radiation levels. Nature has begun to reclaim the area, with wildlife thriving in the absence of human activity. Yet the shadow of radiation lingers. The exclusion zone, a 30-kilometer radius around the plant, remains off-limits due to high radiation levels. This area, once teeming with life, is now a stark reminder of the disaster. The radiation levels, though lower than immediately after the explosion, are still dangerously high, making the area uninhabitable for humans. The disaster's long-term effects include increased cancer rates, birth defects, and environmental contamination. The full extent of the health impacts may never be known, but the scars left on the survivors and their descendants are undeniable. The environment too bears the marks of this tragedy, with contaminated soil and water affecting the ecosystem for generations. Chernobyl serves as a haunting reminder of the risks associated with nuclear energy and the importance of safety protocols. The disaster highlighted the catastrophic potential of nuclear power when things go wrong. It underscored the need for stringent safety measures and the importance of transparency and accountability in the nuclear industry. It stands as a testament to human resilience, scientific inquiry, and the need for responsible stewardship of our planet. The response to the disaster, though flawed, showcased the bravery and determination of countless individuals who worked tirelessly to contain the fallout and mitigate the damage. In the shadows of tragedy, lessons were learned. The world watched as the Soviet Union grappled with the disaster, and the international community came together to provide aid and support. The lessons from Chernobyl have informed nuclear safety protocols worldwide, leading to improvements in reactor design and emergency response strategies. And history was irrevocably changed. The disaster had far-reaching political, social, and environmental consequences. It played a role in the eventual dissolution of the Soviet Union and reshaped the global approach to nuclear energy. Chernobyl is not just a place, it is a symbol of human fallibility and the consequences of our actions. It serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us of the need for vigilance and responsibility in our pursuit of technological advancement. It's a legacy of caution and resilience. The story of Chernobyl is one of tragedy and loss, but also of hope and recovery. It is a testament to the enduring human spirit and our capacity to learn, adapt, and rebuild in the face of unimaginable adversity.